Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Women Who Rock with Success, which is an award-winning show for professional women. We profile a collective of amazing women who are thriving to build their brand. Women are handpicked in various fields who can provide credible information to build your business and lifestyle. We are live each Thursday at 9 a.m. Central Time, followed by our latest brand, Women Who Rock Investigates. To learn more about us, go to our website at www.womenwhorockwithsuccess.com. Now, let's join our podcast host in the studio, Mrs. Diane Winbush.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Women Who Rock with Success, and thank you so much for tuning in with us on today. And, of course, we want to make an announcement before we get started on with today's guest. We want everybody to be mindful of those that are in the Ukraine. Be mindful of those that are in the Ukraine. If you could just say a little prayer for those that are in the Ukraine, we would appreciate it. So today we're going to be talking about fashion and design, but it's going to be on a celebrity level. And so we have in the studio with us this morning. She's a celebrity makeup artist, and she is none other than Terra Harvell, and she's going to be with us to be able to show us her brand. And, of course, women love hair, and we love makeup, and so she's going to be able to take with us on her journey of this trend and adventure that she has. So good morning, Terra, and welcome to the broadcast.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Oh, great. So we're ready to dive into this. After I looked at your site, I was like, okay, extensions. Here we go, ladies. Here we go.
Yes.
So,
yes. I did want to specify. So I'm not a makeup artist. I'm a hairstylist. So all hair, all extensions, all things hair.
Okay, perfect. So tell us a little bit about you and how you got started as a hairstylist, and what compelled you to be able to dive into this field.
Yeah, so I actually grew up doing hair, and I was babysat by my great grandmother, and as crazy as it sounds, I would spend the entire day with her styling her hair, what little bit of hair that she had. So I grew up doing that, styling her hair, and I always said I wanted to be a hairstylist. And so, went on to a little bit of college because that's what my entire family did. They're educators. They thought that going to college would be the best thing for me. About a semester in, I just kind of convinced them. I said, this is sort of a waste of money because I know exactly what I want to do. And so went on to be in cosmetology school. And so, yeah, that's exactly why I got into hair. I just loved it from the beginning. Okay. So it was basically like your grandmother, you was kind of tooling around with her hair, and it kind of compelled you to be able to, go into this field? Yeah, absolutely. Just being a hairstylist, you have the power to help women, feel better about themselves. And not only that, it's a great career. We can make a great living, and so that's very important when it comes to choosing a career, of course. But I love the way that I can make people feel. I have that power within my craft. Great. That's wonderful. So tell us about the hair extensions. Let us dive into that and talk about that and the importance of it as to how this makes women feel also. Sometimes women, they have had some issues with their hair, issues with self-esteem, and sometimes hair just brings out the power in women. So tell us a little bit about that, and tell us about the product that you provide for women. Yeah, you said it right. Hair extensions really does give women a new power that they a lot of times didn't know that they have, because a lot of people that have hair extensions, they are, adding more hair and adding hair that they don't have naturally. And so when I started out in my career, it's been 12 years now since I've been in the beauty industry. Extensions have always been my thing, and extensions have been my thing because of the change that I can do for women and, with giving them more hair. but also it's been my thing because I can make a great living from hair extensions. And so, fast forward about 8 or 9 years into my career, I was doing hair extensions behind the chair, and I was really frustrated with the quality of the product that I was using. And so I actually went to my business partner and told her, I said, we've got to create something that in a place that stylists can come to us and be supported in their career, but also can get great quality products from us. So my business partner and I actually hopped on a plane and flew around the world, and we created our very own hair extension line. And so through this business, we help stylists make more money and provide a great quality product for their clients.
Okay, great. So what are some of the takeaways for you? So what does this do for you? A lot of times people have brands, they have products, they work in corporate America positions, but sometimes we have to define what that actually does for us. So how does that impact you, that you can be able to make a difference for another woman in industry or, in your products, we'll say. What does that do for you? How does that impact you?
Yeah, absolutely. So through Harper Ellis, which Harper Ellis Hair Co. is the extension company, we provide the extensions. Yes, I understand, that seems pretty simple, but not only that, we actually educate all around the world. We help, educate stylists on how to make more money. And so for me as a person, I always tell my business partner, I'm like, and this, of course, has been such a great living for us. We've been able to make a great income to support our own lives. But not only that, to be able to help other women make more money and help other women, create their dream lives, that's enough for me. Truly, if I never collected a paycheck, I would be probably totally fine because I'm helping other women create their dream lives.
Absolutely. I love it because a lot of that's what most of your 6 and 7 figure digit entrepreneurs are doing today. After they have learned what it is that they love to do, they are providing a monetary, which is nothing wrong with that. Monetary, then you're training, you're providing the information and resources for other people. But I like that. For example, of course, it's not doesn't have anything to do with hair, but it's the Property Brothers. The Property Brothers have made so much lucre. So what they have done, they have taken it to monetize it, and I think that is so wonderful. At least people don't have to struggle. They don't have to go to the actual university classroom to sit down and learn about these things. They can be able to learn with a fee from a professional that has already walked those paths, and they still can be able to learn to be taught. So I think that is so wonderful, which brings me to the next question about the Elite Membership Program. So tell us a little bit about the program and what it provides.
Yeah, so inside of our company, Harper Ellis Hair Co., we have an elite membership. So basically, we provide a program for stylists to be able to get special perks with our company. They can get discounts on hair, and you may not know, but there's a really, really high demand on quality extensions these days, and so they're actually hard to get. It's actually something that stays sort of out of stock, and so with this membership, we provide our stylists with special perks that they can get to hair maybe than other stylists who order from us, and they actually get special education. They get, special shipping, everything inside of our company that they would want to maybe save money or sort of have that VIP experience. That's exactly what the Elite membership is.
Okay, great. And so tell us a little bit about the Harper Ellis hair company. So what are some of the variables that set you all apart from other companies that provide, because sometimes when I look online for hair, I get it so confused. They have the human hair, they have the synthetic hair, they have it just be so confusing, and so sometimes and that's the importance of the program that you have. You know, really, that's the importance of it. Once you get inside of a program that can be able to teach you the variables of what you're purchasing and what you're buying, and then you can be able to learn the authenticity. I'm serious. I love hair and stitches.
Yeah.
My hair is just as long as the extensions are, but it's something about the creativity of when you can be able to purchase another brand that says something totally different about you. I'm serious. Some people just look at it, I'm just going to pull it, go to the hair store, I'm just going to pull it down, and what? No. You learn about what it is that you have. So what makes you so unique about this. But there are some of the extensions, Terra, I'm serious. You look at it, you be like, no, that's not for me, but it's just the understanding. And then, so, too, I had paid, and I'm going to let you finish it a few minutes. I had purchased an extension, and I went, and we're going to talk about that, too, for a few minutes. And I went in, and I got some curling irons, and I'm like, oh, I know this is going to really go. This hair is going to be so beautiful when I get through it. It's going to look just like Shirley Temple. And so when I put those flat irons on those extensions, I'm serious. It did not do anything. And so I think it is important for us to understand, you know, as such as what you provide, programs as to how you are training individuals, you know, in regards to certain types of hair. So we want to, before we answer about Harper Ellis, let's talk about the types of hair extensions that you provide for your customers and for your clients, because I'm serious, people can get totally confused, just like I did. Put the curling irons on there. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's a ton of options out there when it comes to extension companies. You know, the one thing that actually makes us special, that I will say before anything else, is we're actually Stylist owned, Stylist created, and Stylist ran. And that's a very, very odd thing to find. You know, the problem with the hair extension industry is they weren't created by hairstylists, and they haven't been for many, many years. And truthfully, you know, hairstylists are the ones that know hair. You know, we're the hair gurus, and we know what works best for people. And so that being number one on what sets us apart, because that's not normal. Whenever you call our phones and you actually, you know, ask questions, you're actually asking a hairstylist, not just a random person that is just making up an answer that sounds good. So the fact that you get actual factual answers from us is a big deal to us. But another thing that sets us apart is our hair extensions are completely customizable, so it gives the hairstylist, you know, artistic freedom to come in and customize the hair to fit and to match the client perfectly. And I know another thing that's really odd, since it is completely, you know, human hair, and it's not silicone based or anything like that, or silicone coated. That means that you have the freedom to be able to color the extensions and to make them match the clients as they should. And another thing, I think that's what's wrong with extensions is, for years, you know, we would just buy something off the shelf, put it in a client, and just say, you know, go on about their day. And that's why you see people out in public where their hair extensions don't match. And so, you know, truthfully, with extensions, they should feel like your hair, because they are your hair. You know, Kim Kardashian said it well the other day in her interview. She said, my hair is here and my extension hair is here, but it's mine because I bought it. And, you know, extensions are, as silly as that sounds, you know, extensions are an investment. And so that investment should look exactly like your hair, and it should blend. So, you know, that being another thing. But the third thing, of course, is that we do educate our stylists, and we actually provide them with the education to make sure they know what they're doing and they're installing them properly, and they learn how to make more money with extensions.
Okay, that's awesome, because I'm a fan of some court TV, Judge Judy, and so I've seen several, you know, cases where the client takes the stylist to court and what have you, and I feel, and they end up losing, of course, against the hairstylist, because of the fact that they have not trained themselves. They are not aware of the types of hair that they are getting. And also, sometimes individuals fail to listen to the instructions that is given to them from the stylist before leaving the salon. So I think that is very, very important that you know, if they tell you don't brush it after 24 hours or don't wash it or what have you, I think that is very, very important. And so they have all lost on Judge Judy and the People's Court, which are real, authentic real cases, And so I think that is very, very important that you provide, the program and training for your customers and clients. So now you are also an author of 2 ebooks, and so we want to talk a little bit about that because, as I always share with our guests, that we don't want the guests to be able to give all of the information and all of their nuggets away to our audiences. If that's the case, and they can pick up what you have and then turn around and, they can go in and invest in the same thing. So we advise our guests not to do that, but we do want you to be able to talk a little bit about your ebooks. One of them is the Hair Extensions Care Guide, and so you can just share maybe 2 takeaways from that ebook that you could be considered helpful to the audience.
Yeah, absolutely. With these ebooks, it's important for me to provide clients and stylists both, how exactly they should take care of their hair extensions. Again, it's an investment, and you want to make sure that you're taking care of it properly so they last as long as possible. But a couple of things from the ebook that I think that people don't know is as far like sunscreen they have a chemical in sunscreen that can actually turn your hair extensions colors. It can actually turn it like a pink and coral color. And so it gives you the information in there as far as what sunscreen they should be using. And I think that's just a little tip that a lot of extension wearers don't know. To kind of be aware of the sunscreen in the summertime. The other thing is how to properly brush them. I know that sometimes, you think about brushing and it's like, okay, it seems super, super simple. Just brush your hair. Well, with extensions, it's not really like that. There is a certain technique that you should use to brush them properly to make sure that they last the longest.
Okay, that is absolutely great. And so our next question would be for you, and that would be, or the last question I say would be, share with us a little bit as to how they can be able to connect with you and be able to follow you on your platforms, and also if these ebooks are on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, you can be able to share that as well, and also share with them how they can be able to register for your courses and your master classes that you offer for the public.
Yeah, thank you for that. So the best way to get in touch with me or to follow me is on Instagram, and my personal Instagram is at the Terra Harvell. It's TheTerraHarvell, and that's probably my most active platform that I have. And then Harper Ellis is at Harper Ellis Hair Co. And that's the company's Instagram. We're both very, very active on there. And as far as like the ebooks and stuff, you're going to go to harperellishair.com. Everything can be downloaded there, and that's where you're going to access the hair extension guide and all of that. And then if you are a stylist and you're, looking to work with us, just go to harperellishair.com, go under education, and it's going to provide you all the information you need about our courses. And, of course, anytime you call our personal phone, or not our personal phone, but our business phone, it is actually like our personal phone. One of the owners will pick up. We'll answer all your questions. And, of course, we're very active in our email. You can email us. We make sure that we stay in touch with our customers, and we can help you guys as much as possible.
Okay, wonderful. We thank you so much for taking the opportunity out with us to be able to share some tips and resources in regards to, being that hairstylist, to be able to help us to be able to, maneuver into the right direction. And, of course, we all need to learn about that when it comes to selecting and choosing the right hair. So thank you once again for being our guest on today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on.
Since the beginning of time, gold has been the currency of the world. Gold is the only money that has never failed in the 5,000-year history of its use as currency. That's because gold holds its value. Gold is true money and will always be the backbone of the world's financial system. Gold is a great hedge against economic and geopolitical uncertainties that make paper money unreliable. Don't save paper dollars, save gold by visiting goldmarketaffiliate.com. With goldmarketaffiliate.com, you can also create a weekly residual income stream by sharing with people the benefits of gold and goldmarketaffiliate.com. Paper money has no real value, but gold does. Take charge of your future right now and go to goldmarketaffiliate.com and exchange your paper money for real money, gold. goldmarketaffiliate.com.
Honored to be here.
Okay, wonderful.